Hey, so Attorney General LETITIA James in New York has done some stuff that a lot of people do, but my thing is this. Miss James, why would you go after the biggest figure in America when you know your backyard ain't clean? Like, if I just did some research, and it's allegedly saying that she bought some properties, and they only talking about one property that she bought and said it was her second residence. And what people don't understand is when you say this is your second place of to live, they give you a cheaper interest rate and they give you a cheaper down payment when you buy property and say it's your second property that you will be living in, instead of saying it's an investment property. When you say it's investment property, then that's when all the figures go up. The interest rate goes up, the down payment goes up, because now you're an investor. You go from a single living, a family, to an investor. So the rates are different with investors. So basically, they saying she allegedly didn't tell the lender the truth when she was renting that place. So that's one. I did a little digging and read up some more. Now it's saying that she had a 5-unit building and she told the lenders that it was a 4-unit building so she could get the discounted rate and it would stay as a residential property. What people don't know, I'm in California and it's the same way out here. Once you go from 4 units to 5 units, anything over 4 units becomes commercial. And then when it's residential, you put down a percentage, 3 to 5%. When it goes to commercial, you have to put down 30%. In New York, I don't know how much they ask for in New York, but I believe it's between 20 and 30%. But that's the difference between saying your property is commercial and it's residential. So now allegedly, she acquired 5 units that she said was a residential property. There's no way 5 units could be residential. 5 units qualifies as a commercial property, so you would have to put down between 20 and 40% to get the loan. And she never allegedly she never said that this was for X, Y, and Z. So that's what they getting for it. Then when I just watched the lawyer speak on it, and they said she has a problem with she has 3 properties, and it's a problem with the other property too. So I'm gonna deep dive in that and see what's going on with that too. But I want to say this, and so my thing is this: if you know that your finances and you took some shortcuts to do some stuff allegedly, why would you go after the biggest figure in America? Like, if you trying to investigate, you running around with that syndrome, that woman syndrome. It's like when you be with your wife and y'all break up and then she turns into just the most horrible person in the world, trying to take everything you got and, slandering your name. Like, allegedly, LETITIA James running around talking about she's going to be a pain in the backside of Trump, a pain in this, you know what, you going to do all this and you going to take him down and you going to, come on. You did all this. Like, I would feel sorry for a woman, a black woman at that. I would feel sorry for her if she did everything right and then tried to comfort somebody saying he was doing wrong. But if I find out, and this is all allegedly, basically, I'm gonna feel some type of way as if this stuff is true. Because right now I don't know if this stuff is true, so I can't really, try to judge her or nothing like that. And even if it is true, people done did this forever, so I wouldn't be mad at her if she did it, but I would be mad if she played herself like that. Like in New York, they say you played yourself. So if she did do all this stuff, this real estate, if she allegedly did real estate fraud and didn't report certain things when she was buying her properties, and it's true, I'm not even going to feel sorry for her, because you tried to go after a public figures, the biggest man in the world, and say all these negative things, the same thing that lost Kamala Harris the election, saying, he's a fascist, he's a this, he's the R word, he did this and all this, instead of focusing on your campaign and doing things to make America be in a great position. I'll be upset. I can't even feel sorry for LETITIA James right now as a black woman. It's not about color. It's about you going after somebody. It's about you throwing rocks at somebody's house and you live in a glass house. Like, did you actually think going after Trump, they wasn't going to investigate you? Did you actually think when you came up with all these allegations saying this man was this type of man and he wasn't this and he wasn't that, you didn't think they was going to go check your background? When you jump into politics, when you any type of figure, you see it on the news all day long with anybody's running for office. They say, oh, he did this back in the days. He did that, or he did, just like the dude Trump was trying to, I forgot his name. He was trying to put in place. They said the man has some kind of smudges on his record. He couldn't, and he stepped down because he knew it was true. He tried to cover it up and it wasn't working. So my advice to people, don't go after nobody if you ain't squeaky clean. If your backyard ain't clean as the Board of Health, please stop going after other people. Please stop trying to judge people and talk about what's going on. See, the same thing. I haven't did no research on the lady Fonnie Willis out in Atlanta, but they saying the same thing with her. She going after Trump and she ain't squeaky clean. Like, you in this game to get some money and get some recognition and do some good work. Focus on that. You focus on doing, and that's woman stuff, man, because men don't really do that stuff all the time. But she focused on trying to bring the whole ship down, and she's on it. Like, you trying to bring the whole ship down. You put a hole in the side of the ship. You ran the ship into a glacier, and you own the ship, going down with it. That makes no sense, LETITIA James. Allegedly, I haven't seen the paperwork. I haven't seen her stuff, but, it's all public record, I believe, once they get in the courts. But, I'll check back on it later in a later date. But if she done this stuff, this is what you call the world's dumbest criminals, man. If she done this stuff, no disrespect to her because it's a black woman, and I love my black women, but if you did that, that's considered the world's dumbest criminals. But if you get any value from this video, I appreciate it if you like, follow, and subscribe. Like, follow, and subscribe. It don't cost one red penny to like, follow, and subscribe. If you can't subscribe, I feel you. But I appreciate it if you like the video. It helps it go around in the YouTube atmosphere. It helps people like it, comment on it, share it, not like it, talk crazy to me, whatever. It don't matter. This is not clickbait. I'm giving you a real reaction. And I'm telling you how I feel about somebody going after somebody else's, trying to, they trying to go after somebody else's character, and your character ain't all that. You done did some stuff in the past. Why would you do that? Thanks for having me, man.